In this video, we will discuss surface analysis. If you'd like to follow along with this video, please open the file surfaceanalysis.twg located in the training folder as discussed in the Working with this Dataset video. Civil 3D has tools that allow you to see any kind of surface analysis that may be necessary during your design process. Some examples of surface analysis are elevation banding, slope arrow banding, and so on. Let's examine the workflow for displaying surface analyses. Let's first look at the settings and styles necessary to define. If we navigate to the Settings tab, Surface Category, and we'll expand Surface Styles. Let's look at a slope banding style already in the drawing. We'll double-click it. So the Analysis tab is where you define how you want your analysis to be displayed in the drawing. You have directions, elevations, slopes, and slope arrows. If we expand slopes, you'll notice here initially a scheme called Rainbow will apply to the slope banding. It'll do a quantile type grouping, but you can define it by equal interval, standard deviation. You can also define the number of ranges and the precision, as well as what type should be displayed for the type of banding that you're doing. The Display tab, of course, will tell Civil 3D in the different views what you want to display. So as you can see here, we have slopes turned on for plan, and if you want that to be applied to the model view, you could do so as well by simply toggling on the model view. We'll click OK. Let's go ahead and apply that style to this surface and see what happens. Go ahead and select your surface, navigate to the Properties palette, and let's go ahead and change our style to Slope Banding 2D. As you can see, it automatically applies that slope banding, but we're not completed yet. What we want to do is define the actual bands that should be applied for better design analysis. We'll click on Surface Properties, and let's navigate to the Analysis tab. Change your type to Slopes. Notice how it's just doing 8 by default. We only want, let's say, 3 because we have different ranges of where we can build based upon the slope in the surface. Click the Run Analysis button there, and now we have 3 bands. We can then go in here and define our actual band that we want to be defined. So we'll just do 0 to 5 for the first band, 5 to 10 for the next, and then anything above 10% we cannot build on, so we'll just leave it set to the maximum slope that's defined already. So let's say we want to change our color. We can click over here where the red is. We just want to make it yellow here because it's important to actually just see the places we cannot actually build on with red. So we'll click on that and choose red, click OK, and then apply, and you'll notice that these are the locations of where we have slopes exceeding that 10% or above range. If you wanted a table of some sort to actually show or display the areas, you could click on Add Legend right there. We want a slopes table. Of course, you want it to be dynamic. Click in the drawing, and there's our table dynamically linked to the surface, so if you change anything, the table will update automatically. Let's say we want to see how this surface drains. Let's go ahead and create a new one. We'll go ahead and start with our tin editing one. Right-click on there and choose Copy. Let's go to the Information tab and call this one Tin and Slope Arrows. We'll go to the Analysis tab. Let's change the default slope arrows to not show some sort of rainbow color. We just want to see it with one color, let's say blues. We'll go ahead and click Display tab, and we'll go ahead and select all these here, toggle them off, click the slope arrows, just that on, and we'll go ahead and toggle on the triangles as well. Click OK, and now let's go ahead and change our surface to that style, and you'll see here, it automatically shows you the way the surface is draining.